Assalamualaikum and good day to you, sir. My name is NurFaishal Afif bin Normaiyudin. I'm going to present about cross-culture interview analysis. First thing first, welcome to this video presentation where I will summarize the key finding and insight from a recent interview conducted as a part of cross-culture management project. I interviewed 5 individuals from diverse culture background to gain a deeper understanding of their culture and how they impact cross-culture management. Okay, for the next slide, we'll be introducing myself first. My name is NurFaishal bin Normaiyudin. Matric number 221402 I'm from Penang, Malaysia, age 23 years old. Okay, for the next part, I will be introduce my interviewer first. Firstly, name Insan. He's from Myanmar and stayed in Singapore. His race is Brumesh. And second is Aramis Windes, age 19, nationality Belgium, race white. And thirdly, name Arifin, age 22, nationality Indonesian. Okay, next, this is the last two part of the interviewee. Firstly, she said her, and the name is Tan Yilin, age 24, and she is from Malaysia and also a Chinese. And next, name Sherman Cher, age 21. He is Singaporean, also a Chinese, but Singaporean. Okay, for this part is titled by purpose of the interviewee. Okay, the purpose of this interview to gain a deeper understanding of an individual or group culture background, belief, value, practice, and experience. Culture interviews are typically conducted in diverse and multicultural contexts, and they serve several important purposes. It's important to approach the process with sensitivity, respect, and genuine interest in learn about the other person culture. Ask open-minded questions, actively listen, and avoid making assumption or judgment. The goal is to foster positive and constructive dialogue that promotes culture understanding and appreciation for their culture. Okay, for next is culture dimension. I'm going to talk about high power distance, high collectivism, and high masculinity for between these 5 interviewees. Firstly, for high power distance, it's like only 3 interviewee, and that says interview 1, 4, and 5. And for low distance interviewee, is only 2 and 3 interviewee. Secondly is high collectivism. Firstly, for it's only 3 of them, high collectivism, interviewee 1, 3, and 4. And for low collectivism, interview 2 and 5. And lastly is high masculinity. Also the same 3 interviewee, but now it's like 1, 4, and 5. And for the low masculinity, interview 2 and 3. Okay, for the next slide is similarity and differences. The interview shows about their power distance is high or low. You can see in this figure 1, I'm using Hofstede culture dimension analysis. The interview reveals several similarities and differences between my culture is Malay culture and the perspective of the interviewee regarding power distance, collectivism, and masculinity. In terms of power distance, all interview acknowledge a preference for a hierarchy family structure where the most experienced or authoritative figure make decision aligning with Malay culture, emphasizing to respecting hierarchy and authority. However, the influence of religion, culture, diversity, and religion factor led to various in the extent of power distance within each society. Regarding collectivism, the interviewee share a strong focus on family value, community harmony, and the importance of respecting elder, reflecting similarity with family culture collectivism value. Nevertheless, the expression and collectivism varied due to the impact of religion, custom, and individual perspective. And thirdly, in terms of masculinity, tradition, gender role were prevailed in both Malay and the interviewee culture. with male often being seen as a breadwinner and decision maker, while female took on caregiving role. However, barriers emerged due to cultural diversity, theological interpretation, socio-economic condition, and external influence. And as summary, while there are notable communities in family-centered value, respect for hierarchy and focused community harmony, difference also existent due to the impact of religion, regional factors, culture, diversity, and individual perspective, emphasizing the dynamic nature of this culture aspect in both Malay and the culture between these five. Okay, next I'm going to talk about insight form analysis. My analysis also underscored the role of religion, cultural diversity, and external influence in shaping cultural differences. It's important to note that cultural dimensions like this are not rigid categories that but rather provide a framework for understanding broad cultural tendencies. Individual variation within my culture can be significant. Additionally, the analysis hint at the dynamic nature of culture and how they adapt and change over time due to various factors, including globalization, modernization, and evolving societal norms. Therefore, while there are communities between Malay culture and the culture of the interview, there are also unique norms that make each culture distinct. Furthermore, my analysis provide a nuanced understanding for the cultural dimension of power distance, collectivism, and masculinity, and how they manifest in the context of Malay culture and the interviewee background. It emphasizes the importance of considering multiple factors that shape cultural difference and similarities. Okay, next I will be talk about impact on cross-cultural management. Firstly, this culture insight have significant implication for cross-cultural management in business or organization. Let's us explore how they can implement management. Firstly, decision making. Very decision making process require flexible leadership approach. Secondly, gender role. Acknowledging evolving gender role is crucial for fostering diversity and inclusion. Third, conflict resolution. Understanding differences in conflict resolution technique can prevent misunderstanding and conflict. Third, communication style. Grasping direct communication method and fostering clear communication can bridge culture gaps. Okay, for the second last slide, I will be talk about communication and strategies. Firstly, to manage cross-culture differently effectively, we need to considering following this strategy. Firstly, effective communication, foster open and clear communication. Second, culture competency training. Train team in culture competency to promote understanding and flexibility, feedback, and continuing learn to seek feedback and continue improve cross-culture skill. Okay, for the last slide, I will be talk about my own personal reflection to this cross-culture interview that I've been doing for a whole month. Firstly, I will be like my experience is deepen my understanding of cross-culture management. I learned that essential to respect and appreciate cultural differences. Personal growth in culture competence is a lifelong journey of understanding and empathy about others' culture other than Malay culture.